Hello Internet! Gino, aka That Pinguino, here again with another deep look. This time I'm taking a look at Stick It to the Man, which is available for the PS3, PS4, PS Vita, Xbox One, I think Xbox 360, definitely the Wii U, and I am playing the PC version right now, so the PC also totally covered. This game, depending on the platform, it's like 10-15 bucks. The game's about 3 to 5 hours long. And the reason why I want to talk about it is, one, I love it. I think it's a really good game. I've played through it twice now. It definitely draws a lot of inspiration from, or it seems to draw a lot of inspiration from Psychonauts, from some of the Double Fine stuff. Not just, I mean, the character design clearly looks like some Double Fine character art. The 2D art style is really cool. The papercraft. And it also deals with mind reading, telekinesis, some of the same topics that Psychonauts does. And it handles those same ideas, that same central conceit that your main character can read minds, in a very different way than Psychonauts does. With my pink spaghetti arm, my character, Ray, is able to both move around the world in 2D platforming segments like this, and this pink spaghetti arm, which comes from an alien that lives in his brain. You see, Ray was a hard hat tester, and one day he gets wanged on the head by a container that happens to contain a space alien. And that space alien latches onto his brain and lets him mind read.
I saw a haircut that dumb 15 years ago, and it made me the man I am today.
And you get useful information like that. You can also fast forward when you're mind reading, which makes mind reading a little bit quicker. And so the central gameplay here is both 2D platforming, jumping around, and navigating the world, and also reading people's minds, kind of seeing what's ailing them, why they're upset, and trying to help these people. Similar in a way to Psychonauts. Psychonauts, usually to beat a level, you need to help someone get over an emotional trauma. However, Stick It to the Man, almost all of the emotional traumas in this game are due to relationship issues. In this case, in this level, I'm going to have to help a psychiatrist reconcile with his father. That's his dad, the ghost lobotomist over there, and him and his son never saw eye to eye because he's a lobotomist, the other guy's a psychiatrist. This is what he thinks of psychiatry.
Action speaks louder than words, and that action is cutting out brain parts.
So as you can see, he doesn't think very highly of psychiatry. And his son never felt approval from his father. So I'm going to have to help them with their little father-son issue. And in typical adventure game fashion, I'm going to do that by getting a bunch of weird items that don't seem to make any sense and use them to solve, to get this father and son together. So, like I said, a lot of the problems here are relationship. Right now, the father-son here, there's Dr. Egglesworth on the right. That's his dad that was a ghost lobotomist.
Dr. Brom, I
can't go back to work.
I just can't. Dad hated how I practiced my profession, and now that he's gone, they'll never reconcile,
so he's depressed.
Dang. I gotta help Dr. Egglesworth so that he
However, he's not the only person that I'm going to have to help in this level. I've also got this magician and this medium.
I haven't departed anywhere. I can't move in the afterlife because my husband cut off my legs.
So he cut off her legs?
Ta-da! She here? Can you ask her if she's mad that
And I'm going to have to help him and his wife. See, there's a little spot underneath her body where legs should be, so I'm going to help her.
Balloons for sale.
Need this helium. Here is an amazing triplet act. I'm going to have to help the little guy get over his bigger brothers beating him up. And all of these issues, as you can see, one, multiple people involved. Psychonauts and other, usually when you're dealing with relationships in games, it is a one-on-one main character talking to another character and helping them get over their issues. This game is a lot of your character being only tertiarily involved. If you weren't able to read minds, you wouldn't have any idea what's going on with these people, except what they're saying out loud. It's not like Ray is friends with everyone and is going around dictating their lives. He's kind of a weird... I like to think of him as a weird spaghetti-armed Cupid. People don't know that he's there, affecting their lives, setting them up on fantastic dates and stuff like that. But it turns out he is, using his weird spaghetti arm powers and his ability to stick stickers onto things. But he is kind of the weird relationship doctor in this weird screwed up world. You're going around not just solving the emotional distresses of the people around you, you're setting them up, and the characters that you see in one level will actually recur. I was afraid early on in this game that you'd see a bunch of these weirdos, and over the course of the game, you'll never see them again. Like, they'd be one-off joke, like the magician with the rabbit in the hat. You don't see him again, but he's funny in one note, and I just thought it would be a bunch of weird, if not recycled, just these characters that are they're paper thin. Haha. Aren't I clever? Ugh. But it turns out a lot of characters actually do recur as you get later and later on in the game. And often, if they recur, they don't serve the exact same function. They will grow, they will change in meaningful ways, often due to things that you did to them or did to help them. So, in this game that's only 3 to 5 hours long, you actually develop a surprisingly strong relationship with these nut jobs that make up the world of Stick It to the Man. And I actually found myself relating with these characters, if not, I guess relating is the wrong word. Feeling for these characters, feeling drawn to them, really remembering some standout acts. Especially because the writing in this game is really sharp. Ryan North, the main writer of this game, also the main writer of the Adventure Time comic book. He just did a heck of a job with the characters and with the dialogue, and it really goes a long way to making this world feel fleshed out.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
Got a bearded lady. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to go back and read her mind. And so, already solved. Oh, and from that dad, I got the mouth of an appreciative dad. I'm gonna need that to help my lobotomist see that psychiatry is a worthwhile endeavor. And so, there's one dad and son brought closer together by Ray. Now, let's go over here and see if we can help out that
Balloon. You should buy it.
middle triplet who's getting beaten up. Let's put some glue over there. I wish I could fast forward through the cutscenes instead of just skipping them.
Get ready to have your mind's body slam.
I guess I'll show this one. This is kind of funny. Let's show that part. Oh, they have teensy legs. Grab the legs.
There's an opening in the...
Come over here. Stick them on her. Now she's got legs.
Legs out of nowhere. This will definitely be all I need in my eternal afterlife.
Goodbye, sweetie. I loved you more
And here,
than I loved
again,
even magic.
unexpected side effects from you solving these
Because if I
puzzles.
studied magic harder, you wouldn't have died.
The magician and
Okay.
the
I'm
medium,
glad that's done.
now that you've
So,
sent his
Anderson,
wife to the
how
afterlife,
long do you think it'll be before you get back into dating?
Oh, I don't know.
now they're together.
Well, that'd be quite the trick.
So, pink spaghetti arm Cupid strikes again.
My wife wouldn't want me to grieve for too long, right? She'd probably think it was way cool if I kissed on somebody I just paid money to. I think
I
that's
can't
what
stress,
she
the
would do,
writing
for
is
sure.
really solid throughout. Like, there's a few clunkers here and there, but by and large, the characters are really well written, and it just does so much. And there's another couple that Ray's weird brain powers have created. You actually form so many relationships over the course of this game, romantic or otherwise, that it's just something that you don't see in games that often. Bringing people together in not a save the world sort of sense. Not like everyone rally behind this banner, rally behind this cause, but hey, you're lonely and she's lonely, and maybe you guys would be together, and maybe if I just slapped a sticker onto you so you had a better idea of what you should say to her, it would fix everything. Maybe, you know, you should talk to your ghost dad, and let me help you with that. That'll help you out. And so, over the course of this game, you're making this world a better place without anyone really knowing, using your weird arm. And as freaky and weird as everything is, it's kind of touching. It tugs at the heartstrings in a way that I wouldn't have anticipated. At one point, you teach a zombie to love, and that's pretty great. And mixing the comedy with this big sentimentality, it really works. You should really check out Stick It to the Man. And as much as the main storyline, like the man thing, this game, you're largely being chased by a guy named the Man, and that's the main plot. You trying to evade him. But all of the different sub-stories that you participate in over the course of this game really make the game as a whole just so much more compelling, and it gives a weight to mechanics that might otherwise become stale. But because all of the different side stories you're participating in are so compelling, it makes the game worthwhile. It makes the game really worth the 3 to 5 hours that you put into it. So I hope you check it out. I hope other games learn from games like this that, hey, exploring the weird ins and outs and eccentricities of relationships is something it is a compelling game in and of itself. Like, if I didn't have to 2D platform, if I didn't have to jump around, if I didn't have to use the spaghetti arm to jump from platform to platform, even if that was all cut out, if all I had to do was help a taxidermist fall in love with a police helicopter pilot, that would be a great game in and of itself. And I could go for even more of the weird adventures of Ray and his pink spaghetti arm. And I hope you should check it out. I hope you check it out. Hope you share in them. So, till next time, you should play Stick It to the Man. It doesn't take that much time. Someone else make a game like this. Peace.